this is Marissa, and today with the Art of Ecology, we are going to be examining how to take landfill waste and turn it into something good, like a plant propagation station. Now, this is glass instead of plastic, and we'll get to talking about why having and buying glass is so much better than buying plastic. But let's go check out some of our trash, some of our waste, and see what we can turn into really cool, useful little mini vases to propagate some plants in. When I am out getting materials for my various events, sometimes I don't have the ability to really get true eco-friendly products. For example, one of my events is a foraging event, and a lot of times I'm using ginger ale or other bought materials that come in plastic bottles, and it never makes me very happy that I have to get those. But when I'm making my rosehip punch, I need ginger ale, so I have to go get that. But what I found recently, that Canada Dry actually has glass bottles now for their little tiny ginger ale, and it made me way over the moon. So I bought these little guys instead of like one big plastic bottle. I have now 6 little glass bottles, which are perfect for upcycling, although glass is pseudo-infinitely recyclable. So that is a really positive takeaway there. But also, who doesn't like to have fun with glass bottles? So that's what we're going to be doing today. All you need for this is your little mini glass bottle. Any glass bottle will do. We're going to be using that to create cute little propagation stations, which means that we're going to be making these so that you can create new plant babies, which is always a good time because then you can give them away to friends, or you can use them for yourself to spice things up in your home, add some decoration. All of these are from little propagations that I have, and many like to be rooted, many little plant babies like to be rooted in water. This makes a perfect container for that. So let's get started. For this, you're going to need obviously your glass bottle and washi tape. All right. You need to make sure that your bottle has the label removed and that that sticky substance that connects the label to the bottle is all washed off. You can see a very slight residue in the light, but otherwise it's been washed pretty clean. Then you're just going to take your fun tape designs and decorate your bottle with it. You will also need your plant baby. This is a Maranta, which is also known as a prayer plant, and I cut it from its mother at what is called a node. This is where the leaf connects to the stem. On this plant here, you can see there are many leaves left. So where this leaf connects to the stem, that is a swollen part, that is the node. You will want to cut at a node. For other plants like a philodendron, that's very similar. Cut it at the node and make sure that it can fit in your bottle. Then, get to designing. And ta-da! You have your new cute little water propagation station. Once you're done making your little bottle, you want to stick your plant in and give it water to make sure it gets all the way up to that tippy top first node. Where the node of the plant is actually some stem cells. And these are cells that don't really have a job yet. So as they're needed, they can change jobs. They can be a root cell, they can be a stem or a trunk cell, an epidermal cell, they can become a leaf or a bud. But at that node, they're usually told, hey, we need you to be a leaf today. And then when we cut, right, we snip at that node, and now the stem cell says, whoops, I guess we're gonna become a root instead. And then we have our little water propagation. Other plants that might work for this, for water rooting, are spider plant babies, or plants like this blood leaf here, a nice pink and green, and even philodendrons and pothos as well. How can, by using little glass jars to create these propagation stations, how are we mitigating climate change? How are we reducing single-use plastics? How are we slowing down what goes into landfills? All of these are great things to be thinking about as you're creating your new little propagation stations. So go out there, enjoy the natural world, discover plant propagation, and save some single-use plastics, go with glass, and figure out how to turn them into some really cool upcycled creations.